Gonna hold off here for a few minutes, let people come in. YouTube, if you're watching, everything I'm about to say is my opinion, which is covered under First Amendment right. Censoring me is not a very good idea on your guys' part. It's like I got one viewer. Gonna wait for about a minute or two, let everybody come in. Guess I gotta fire up the other portion of it. There, I got 2 viewers. How's it going, guys? Oh, back down to 1. Fire up the other one. Okay. Good. Good. Back. Over. We're gonna get live. Yeah, as well. Give me just a minute. I'm getting the rest of everything set up here. Trying to, anyway. There we go. Okay. So whoever's in here, let me know who you are so I can properly say hi to you. And for everybody on TikTok, there's nobody watching, but just in case, I am also on YouTube as well at this very moment. So I'm going to go ahead and just start jumping in here. All right, so the First Amendment infringement is real. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start off by saying I got a call from my job today. I actually came home early today because apparently the creamer that I used for my coffee was bad. And I was too tired, wasn't paying attention. I was trying to get my coffee going so that I can go to work. Well, I ended up getting a really bad stomachache, damn near throwing up everywhere. Well, it turns out that the place that I worked, it was a tire company, and I went to say something to one of the people that I have to temp in order to get in. I just looked at him and I simply said this: I can't wait until all this crap is over, all the mask crap is over. I said, because in my opinion, the masks don't do anything. That is what I said. So I get a call from the main office of the company that I work for. And they told me that because of that, they don't want me to come back to Bridgestone, which I think is fucking stupid. And that's the thing that I'm talking about. The First Amendment infringement is real. Because somebody has a fucking opinion over something that, oh my God, it's ridiculous. I have a different opinion over the whole stupid mask bullshit. It has been proven many times, over and over and over, that these things don't work. I threw my opinion out, and now they don't want me to go back to Bridgestone. So now I'm waiting on the company that I work for to send me to a different place. Fucking ridiculous. So, let's see. How's it going, bro? Fan 44? I think I said that right. This is TikTok. Somebody just showed up and is watching right now. Hello. So, but getting back to it, you know, the infringement on the First Amendment is real. I saw that firsthand, and you know, I thought it was mostly more towards like video platforms, social media platforms, yada yada yada. No, because I had an opinion about the mask, I don't get to go back to the place that I was stationed at or assigned to, whatever you want to call it. I work for a security company. And I'm just like, are you serious? Good evening, Joe Ray. Getting back to you, I seen a comment yesterday that I never got to. When it comes to your Crown Vic, I actually paid the same price for my 2008. $3,000, I do believe, is what you said, and that's what I paid for my 2008. So I thought it was a pretty good deal. I still run it. I still drive it. I drove it to work this morning, and yeah. But anyway, the First Amendment, it stands exactly what it says. Freedom of speech. That's exactly what it stands for. So it really doesn't matter what your opinion is. You have that freedom to say basically whatever the fuck you want. So it's getting to the point now to where you can't say nothing. Nothing. And it's completely retarded. How's it going, little white dove? Dove? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. But yeah, the First Amendment bullshit is real. It's real. You can't have a fucking opinion anymore without anybody throwing an absolute fucking fit about it. It's ridiculous. The Constitution was written for a fucking reason. And nowadays, in modern world, you have a bunch of fucking snowflakes who can't handle anybody else's opinion but their own. And when it comes to the riots, or not the riots, the protests on the 6th, or which was yesterday, I will say this again. A lot of these fuckers that broke into the Capitol were part of Antifa. Some people are now saying that it's staged, which really wouldn't surprise me. I made a bunch of TikTok videos this morning on my way to work. I think there was 7 of them, because they can only be 60 seconds long at the most. But basically, the moral of the story that I told on TikTok this morning was the integrity of the government is gone. The trust of the government is gone. They don't realize this. The government thinks, just do this here. Well, that's awesome. That is actually really cool. I got mine from a private guy here in the town that I live in, and he let me do payments on it. I was not expecting it. I mean, he was like, at first, he's like, well, I want $3,000 for it, but if you buy it, I'll sell it to you for $2,700. It's like, all right, well, give me a little bit, because this was just before taxes. And a week later, he gets a hold of me and he says, hey, how about we do a payment plan? I mean, just out of the blue. I wasn't expecting it. So, kudos on the guy I bought it from, because he worked with me really well. COVID shit hit. He worked with me. He wasn't going to take the car away. I was actually kind of behind on payments a little bit, and then I got him all caught up and, paid it off actually ahead of time. So I appreciate that guy working with me. And that just goes to show you right there that there is still decent people in this world. Unfortunately, the crazy people are more known than the good people. And it shows. It shows. Mark Zuckerberg took Trump's everything down. Why? Because he's not a conservative. Okay? Push bumper, spotlight. Oh, that's awesome. Mine did not come with push bar, bar windows, cage, and the siren. It did come with the spotlight though, so mine was pretty basic. But I ended up putting a siren in it. I ended up putting lights in it. I'm still wanting to actually put bar windows in, or the bars for the back windows in. I'm not going to do the whole cage deal, but, you know. But yeah, so the First Amendment infringement is real, guys. I mean, I've seen it firsthand this morning. I mean, it's starting to affect people's jobs. I mean, you can't have an opinion. You say anything that they don't agree with, they'll let your ass go. And I think it's a crying damn shame that nobody can have a fucking opinion anymore. These damn Democrats. Hell, there's even some Republicans in that are wanting to basically get rid of the Constitution and turn this country into a communist country. The point of the protest yesterday was not to, let's just say, what they want to call overthrow the government, but it was to show them that we've had enough. We can't do this shit. Your lovely wife.
I do too.
But we can't keep doing this shit. We're losing our fucking country. We're losing it. And unfortunately, it's the way it is. I don't know what more to say. The only thing I can say, honestly, is us as American people, we need to stand up. We need to take a stand and not let the fucking government take over. Because they've lost their thinking. They've lost the mindset of, oh, we work for the American people. The American people don't work for us. And they've lost that somewhere down the fucking line. I don't understand why. I don't understand how. Except for the fact of corruption. Exactly. I love America. I love this country. I am very, 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 very fucking proud being an American. However, the faith in the system is gone. The faith in the government is gone. The integrity of the government is gone. And the thing that I was saying on TikTok this morning was, you have so many motherfucking liars out there. Liars. You got the media who lies. You got government official who lies. You have Mike Pence, who apparently is a sissy. The only one in government who is not a career politician that I can see is Trump. I actually just seen this on Parler, and for any of you guys who are interested in following me on Parler, I don't really post much on there. I just look at what's coming through. The Dems have told Ted Cruz and somebody else that they need to resign or face consequences of something. probably pertaining to the fucking protests. My brother-in-law pointed this out. Said the point of a split system like that, Democrats and Republicans, is to have two ideas come together and make one idea that's going to work for everybody. Okay? There's a big problem right now. You have the Democrats who are controlling the House and now the Senate and the presidency. It is all Democratic ran now. It's all one side. From what I understand, which I think is really cool, I haven't looked it up yet, but there are Democrats that are leaving the Democratic Party and going to the Republican side. Because the normal Democrats are sick and tired of what the fuck is going on. They're realizing that, oh my God, Democrat, what the fuck are we doing? And I really wish I was able to go to DC. Because I may not be able to come up with the actual terminology of everything. However, when I speak, you guys know this, when I speak the truth. Yes, dear.
Does that tell you how many people are on there?
Yes.
Okay.
There's 4.
5.
4.
I have 5 on mine.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay,
But this one does. This one tells me how many people are watching.
Okay.
Unlike Facebook, for some reason I went live earlier on Facebook and it said it didn't tell me how many people were actually watching. YouTube does. So does TikTok. But for Facebook, for some reason, doesn't tell you how many active viewers you have. But getting back to it, now you have a government who's all one side. That's not good. And when I speak, as I've said, I may not know the exact terminology or anything like that, but when I speak it to the best of my ability, and it turns out it's true. You know, the funny thing is, I called this quite a while back. I said, you know, the Democrats are going to find a way to cheat. The Democrats are going to do what they have to do to take control of this country so that they can go ahead and apply their agenda. Well, here's my personal opinion, YouTube. Here's my opinion on Nancy and Mitch getting their homes vandalized. They fucking deserve it. They deserve it. They lied. This goes back to the thing. These fucking politicians, they lie. And yet, the idiots that vote for these fucking people are like, oh yeah, they're fine, yeah. Fuck you. Why don't you actually do your fucking research instead of watching CNN? Fuck. I'm sick and tired of brain dead fucking people. Brain dead is what they are. YouTube, that's my personal opinion. Same to you, TikTok. Your guys' algorithm fucking suck. Oh, see, now that's something Joe, are you talking about Nancy and Mitch's houses being staged, or are you talking about the breaking into the Capitol? For my one viewer on TikTok, I am on YouTube. It's Corey Random Guy, picture of a wolf. Guys, go check it out. Join me on there if you would like. But when it comes to the homes being vandalized of Nancy and Mitch, I hate to say it, but karma came back and bit them in the ass. I cannot wrap my head around all of this. Do people not realize that the government, there's a select few that haven't, but the government has lied for many years. Some of the government who does not like the Constitution has been secretly trying to destroy this country within. That doesn't surprise me. Antifa, oh God. Exactly. When it comes to, let's see, it was staged by Antifa. Joker social, which part are you talking about? I mean, let's be clear, because I don't know if you heard it, but I am also live on YouTube as well, so I'm trying to keep everything straight here. The house is being vandalized. One picture showed that the garage was being spray painted, and not the brick walls. Here's the deal. This is, whether it was staged or not, okay, this is my personal opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, I could be right, I don't know. If I am wrong, fine. JJ Klingman, or Klingman. I got your message. Sorry, I was actually kind of in a ranting moment there. Sorry about that, man. I'm trying. I'm not very good at this live stuff yet. I'll get better over time. But yeah, I mean, I think pretty much everybody that does watch my live feeds, my videos, whatever, most of them can agree. You know, all of this shit is being brought upon by people who want to destroy this country within. That's what it boils down to. I could be right, I could be wrong, but that's what I have gathered over watching videos, doing my own research like the normal person. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, you got people pointing fingers at each other now. Oh, it's all the Trump supporters' fault. It's Trump's fault. Oh no, it's Nancy Pelosi's fault. No, it's Mike Pence's fault. Where the fuck does it end? Can anybody answer me that? Where does it end? When will any of these dipshits finally stand up and say, hey, look, we fucked up, we lied, this is what's really going on? When will that happen? I've already got the answer. Probably never. You got people who want to destroy this country within. Joe Biden. Oh my God. Did you guys see where he came on national television telling Trump, hey, you need to get on national TV or something and tell these people to knock it off. He acted like he was so fucking tough. Ha! That dipshit couldn't even fight himself out of a wet fucking paper bag. Why? Joe Biden isn't tough. He's not tough. He's a fucking sissy. And he is going to single-handedly turn this country over to fucking China. You know why? Because he won't stand up. The only thing I gotta say to the people who actually voted for Joe Biden, you're a fucking dumbass. You really honestly think that China's gonna come over here and help you? No. China is wanting to take over this country. And a lot of these idiots out here can't fucking see it. They are the second largest economy in the world. They want to be number one. They want to take over everything else to their communist ideas. And to all the idiots that are like, oh, we want communism, yada, yada, yada. Why don't you go to a fucking country first that has communism? And then you guys will see real quick, oh, fuck, we don't want this. You guys don't understand what real communism is. That's true, too. Biden is just a puppet to the puppeteers who do plan to abolish the Republican Party. Well, guess what? I hate to say it. Well, actually, no, I don't hate to say it. If they actually magically somehow get that accomplished, probably in a cheating fashion, I'm sure, there's going to be another party that's going to step in. It's called the Patriot Party. And that's going to be run by folks like you and like me. See, the funny thing is, you don't have to have a college degree to understand the laws and to understand the Constitution. You don't have to have that. You do have to have some sort of form of education. You can't be completely, like a fucking 10-year-old or something who doesn't know anything about it. You can't have that. No, of course not. But you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Term limits. Every single one of them. Gotta go. Career politicians. Go. Get out. Retire. Go away. You want your fucking communism ideas? Guess what? Do it at your own fucking house. I want to show you guys something real quick. I'll be right back. I don't know if you guys are going to see this really well. But you guys see this? It says, we the people. Right? We the people. I need to clean this thing off and get it hung. However, we the people. Not we the government. We the people. We the people. The government's lost that. They've lost the true meaning of America. They've lost the true meaning behind the Constitution. They have lost the true meaning behind the history of this great country and the founding fathers who built it. There's a lot of people on TikTok, right? A lot of people. In fact, there's even different nationality people on there who are saying the very same fucking thing I am. It's like, okay, we know the truth behind everything, and you idiots are trying to cover it up. And what I don't understand is you have people out there that are saying, oh, well, Joe Biden's not racist, even though he said racist things. He didn't mean anything by it. He used it for good. For all my viewers, answer me this. Is there any kind of good racism whatsoever? I'll wait. Didn't think so. There is no good racism. There isn't. And I don't care what people say. There is no such thing as good racism. None. But I've said this in my other videos. Racism is in the mind. It's in the mind. If you don't like somebody just because of their nationality or their beliefs or whatever, then that's your problem, not theirs. I have met some of the coolest people, even different nationalities. A lot of them that I've talked to here recently, I'll agree. This country is no longer the land of the free. Because you got the extreme left-wing dumbasses who are trying to get rid of the freedom. And for what? Oh, guns are bad. You can't say anything. You can't have an opinion that differs from ours. Because if you do, oh, you're racist. Fuck you. You know they took down the statue of Abraham Lincoln. Or no, it wasn't Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, it was. Abraham Lincoln, where a guy was kneeling down at his feet. Okay? They got rid of that. Because, well, they found it to be racist. Well, I do believe it was Lincoln.
You're going to need another one because he's getting impeached.
Yeah. That one's actually a tough one. The thing I will say about Trump, he's very smart. All right? He is a very brilliant... I'm not so sure if Trump is going to be able to recover from this. I really don't. I don't know. I do believe the man is very smart, and I do believe he can pull it off. However, what we have seen, truth apparently doesn't matter. They're going to try to impeach him 2 weeks before he leaves. And the only reason why they're doing that is so he can't run again. That's the only reason. Because they do. That's the only reason. Because they do know for a fact that, again, he gets elected, all hell is going to break loose. That's the reason why they want to impeach him. It's so that he does not run again. Guess what? There's more than just Trump, the Donald J. Trump.
Barron's being set up for it.
There is his son. There is his daughter. There is a lot of people that stand behind Trump that's going to fucking run if he can't. So, really, to be honest with you, Democrats better enjoy their small little victory now. Because we're going to come back. And we're going to take this country back. So I guess the moral of that question is, I don't know if Trump can recover from this. However, we do need another Republican Republican leader to represent our idealism. That's true. We do need that. If Trump is not able to recover from this, that's what we need. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've seen a lot of blacked out American flags lately. They're starting to go up everywhere. You guys look that up. It's not good. I have said this from the get-go. When all this shit started, I said, you know what? In my personal opinion, there's gonna be a civil war. There's no way around it at this point. There is no way around it. And the other countries are watching, especially China. Because here's the thing, if we start fighting amongst ourselves, which we already have started, we start fighting amongst ourselves, like to the point to where it's all-out war across this nation, that's going to give China an opportunity to come in and take over. That's why I say I hope that there is no war, civil war. Because we got to worry about what's going on outside these borders, not just inside. Well, we've got threats outside these borders that's starting to show dominance. They're not afraid. And they know that if we start fighting amongst each other, we're going to be too busy going, rah, rah. And they're going to be like, oh, hey, this is going to be an easy pick off. All right, what do we got? They are not telling us about... this one's going to be kind of hard to read, so give me a minute, because there's not a lot of spaces in there. So, they're not telling us about... this JJ person? I don't know if it's... They said hi to you, by the way. JJ Klingman said hi to you.
Hi.
All right.
I'm reading the speech from Trump today.
JJ, you're right. None of it does make sense. That this whole stimulus thing doesn't make sense. My personal opinion about that, when it comes to the stimulus and stuff, we just need to open up. Open. Let small businesses thrive. Let everybody live their life. Look at Florida. From what I understand, from what I've read, Florida is opened all the way up. They don't have any masks. I mean, if you want to wear a mask, fine. But as far as I know, everything's open down there. You got free will to go do whatever you want. You can go to small businesses. You can run your small businesses, yada, yada, yada. But here in this state, where I'm at, you got mask mandates. It's like, no. Why? I don't wear one. Not unless I absolutely have to. And even if I have to, it sits below my nose. Because, let's face it, I don't want bacterial pneumonia to build up into my lungs. That's just dumb. That's ignorant. Let's see. Speaking of masks, Fauci knew about the Spanish flu in 1918. Remember then he knew about the masks at that point, right? Well, pretty large number back in 1918 because we really didn't have as many people as what we do now.
Sorry, I said hi, guys.
Let's see, what's the plan to try after all the shit he had to go through? I wouldn't even bother trying, but I hope he does for sure. Amen to that. This poor man, I tell you what, he caught shit left and fucking right his whole term. I mean, they wouldn't give the poor guy a break. And he was one of them that fucking ended the feud between North and South Korea. And he did a bunch of other things over there in other countries to make it more peaceful. And Biden wants to undo every single fucking thing that he's done because he doesn't believe it. If that isn't proof right there that they are trying to destroy this country within, I don't know what the fuck is. You're either ignorant or you're fucking dumb. Or you just don't see it. Or you don't want to believe it.
They done said they're gonna
Buckle up, Buttercup, because let me tell you something. Now that the Dems have control of the presidency, the House, and the Senate, us as true Americans, we're going to have to really start looking at this book. We're really going to have to start looking at laws. We're really going to have to figure out what we can do to take this country back. That's what we're going to have to do. Yep, including tearing down the wall. Because he wants illegals here. He wants to give everything on a silver platter to the illegals. I don't know if you guys knew this. I did. But they were wanting to give more stimulus to illegal immigrants, undocumented, illegal, border hoppers, whatever you want to call them, more of a stimulus than the American people. Do you understand that? Because I don't.
What am I trying to understand?
Why the government, which is now all Democratic ran, unfortunately.
Because they're trying to get more illegals here to vote for them.
Ah, see? Wife's smart. She is. She's very, very, very smart.
Not as smart as I was.
She's smart.
I try to stay off of YouTube as much as possible. I make my appearance and then I'm gone.
Oh my god. But the thing that the wife was saying is, and it makes total sense now. they're wanting illegals over here so that the Dems have more voters. Don't they have enough dead voters? Apparently not. So they want to give voting rights to illegals so that they can stay in power. But yeah,
Even I'm interacting with your people.
and that's
Be
good.
proud of me. It's more than I did for your last YouTube.
So the Dems are wanting to destroy this country within. And it's not just the Dems. There's some Republicans in there too that want to destroy this country within. Because they are, how do I put this?
Man, their dead
Egotistic.
go all the way back to the 1800s. Don't they have enough?
Egotistic. And they want control. They want power. Well, all that shit has flooded into their head.
That's right, too, because you got all your drug lords, your pedophiles, the criminals that they're trying to make pedophilia a sexual orientation. So I get what he's saying. I get it.
Yeah, they're...
When they do that, then hunting season's going to become legal. Because this woman will go hunting.
Yep. And I don't really ever want to use my weapons to take a life. Okay? That's plain and simple. That's me. However,
Touch my kid.
I will use it to take a life if need be. For an example, if somebody breaks into the house and they have weapons and stuff like that and they're trying to harm us, well, at that point, I will take someone's life. Or if somebody tries to come in and kidnap my child or my 2 stepchildren or whatever the case is, I will do what it takes to protect my family. And if that means taking a life, then so be it. Some people say, oh, well, if you take a life, it's going to screw you up for the long haul. Not really.
Better than dying.
If you allow it to, then yes, it will screw with you. But if you know you're in the right by protecting your family, even if you have to take someone's life to do that, then you know what? So be it.
And there's some of us that have gone through so much in life we don't care to take a life.
So I don't know what else to really say except for the Dems have control. And unfortunately, it's going to end up where we're going to be fighting amongst each other.
A Timeless Musical Journey has a good point. I give him that.
Yes, he does. He does have a very good point.
I didn't think about it the way he was. I was just thinking, well, you got your drug lords and all that come across.
Right, but I have always said this, that when it comes to the Democrats and the extreme left dumbasses, they're wanting to take every single right away that we have. They're wanting to change this country into a socialist country.
It's not happening.
And it doesn't matter. And oh my God, when it comes to bear arms, okay, you have these people who say, "Oh well, guns are dangerous," and yada yada yada.
Get it right.
Guns are dangerous, yada yada yada. Well, I've said this before. The guns themselves do not have a mind of their own. You guys want to see something real quick? Check it out. Mine is sitting right there. You see it doing anything? No. It's not doing anything. It's sitting there. Doing nothing. And for my TikTok viewer, I will go ahead and show you. Check it out. It's sitting there. Doing nothing. So, where does this idea come from? That guns are dangerous. The guns are only dangerous if the idiot behind the trigger wants to cause harm to people.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. His spacing up here. He didn't space any of it.
Yeah, that was really hard to read.
He's like, don't know what happened with all that no spacing.
But yeah, that's exactly what it is. Is you've got government officials who are trying to destroy this country within. They want full control of everything, and they didn't like Donald Trump because, well, he's uncontrollable. He is kind of a loose cannon. He
drained the swamp.
He wanted to drain the swamp. Well, he didn't get it drained.
He got most of it.
No.
He got Epstein. He got the biggest swamp.
Well, there's still Pelosi. You still got all them fucking
He tried with Pelosi,
crazy people in there.
Him tried for Pelosi. He really did. It didn't work. She's a loose cannon herself. She don't like what they're doing. Oh, let me hear on national TV. Rip up here.
Yeah, it's.
She's a child.
It's bad, guys. What we're gonna have to do as Americans, we're gonna have to stand up and take this country back.
We the people.
We the people will have to take this country back, even if that means using force.
It's we the people, not we the government.
Yep, it is we the people, not we the government.
Yep, now I'm gonna go get you freaking things for your gun that say we the people.
So, the thing when it comes to the First Amendment, if you're at a job, be careful what you say, because look at me. I ended up having to get moved to a different location because of my opinion over masks. Honestly, I'm not hurt over it. I'm not even sad over it. I'm not even really mad. I fucking can give a shit less.
They came home to cuddle me.
It was a fucking tire company. Why do you need security there? Oh,
because somebody might steal their rubbers and use it for something else.
Oh my god, what are they going to use it for? Trojans?
They might. There are people out there with little peepees that, they might need to use it to keep from having little pee-pee children.
Wow. Holy Christ, man. Boy, she just went all ape shit on that one.
Look at my ex-husband, for example.
Oh, so... that's just not even right. Funny, but not right. As you guys have noticed, my wife has no filter.
I know.
She has no filter. Which is fine.
I don't like either one of my ex-husbands. They're both stupid.
But, yeah. Unfortunately, on the 20th of January, Joe Biden will be sworn in. Even though there was mounting stuff that says otherwise.
Damn it, he still has time.
But they don't want to listen to it. They don't want to listen to it. They don't want to follow their oath and follow the Constitution. Mike Pence is one of them.
Mike Pence got locked out of my ass today.
Mike Pence. We all thought that he was going to go with Trump and follow his oath. He broke it. Most of these career politicians have broken their oath.
I think that Pelosi should be out.
These bad cops, they have also broken their oath.
That's why nobody trusts cops anymore.
Luckily for me, let's see, is it possible?
There are out there that don't vote for Hillary, which gave Trump the victory, but 10 really did vote for Biden. That's because they didn't like how Trump was doing things. People that even voted for Trump last time voted for Biden because they didn't like how he was doing things.
That's actually an interesting point that I do want to bring up. The place that I was working, she is a Biden supporter. which, again, you can have your different opinion. That's fine. That's the point of having a First Amendment and living in a free country. However, she pointed out that the reason why she voted for Biden is because she didn't feel that Trump represented the country in a manner that should have been. I think he did a excellent job. Exactly, JJ. It's the morons with the guns that kill others. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. So she was saying that she supports Biden because Trump didn't represent the country as he should have. Well, last time I checked, there really wasn't any certain way to run the country. Okay? If you have no filter, kind of like what Trump did, that's fine. As long as you're within the guidelines and the laws and the Constitution, it shouldn't matter.
Like your wife has no filter?
You have the right to free speech. And if you want to walk up to somebody and call them a fucking moron, well, guess what? You can.
Moron.
So, this whole thing of her supporting Biden because she thinks that Trump did not represent the country the way he should have, at least in her mind, Biden would be a better president. No, Biden is not a better president. The man talks tough. I'll bet you if you put somebody in front of him who is taller, bigger, and works in a steel mill or something like that, I guarantee you he won't last more than 2 seconds.
Did anybody besides me?
It'll be a 2-hit wonder. That person hitting him and him hitting the ground.
Did anybody notice yesterday that when all this stuff was going on, all those rioters were going in there, they weren't running for their lives? Just out of curiosity, did anybody else notice that? Like they were,
She makes a good point.
Shocker, they broke through. Why weren't they running for their lives?
That's true. That actually makes perfect sense. So the question I have to you, YouTube and TikTok, my viewer who's on TikTok right now, hello. I'm doing 2 live streams at once, so I'm trying to get to everybody. That's a good point. Nobody ran, right? When it come to the whole shit going on at the Capitol. Nobody ran. They hid.
They looked like kids in this.
They looked like kids in a school hiding underneath of a desk.
But they got a first-hand experience what children have to deal with.
Yeah, they did. They did get a first-hand deal on what kids have to go through when some dumbass decides to go do something stupid at a school. But I think a lot of people are right. There is people that do say that this was staged. This was staged so that they can blame Trump supporters and Trump himself. The Democrats were losing, so they had to do something drastic to try to get control back. Well, honestly, that's what they did.
JJ, you got a point.
Let's see. Nancy is 80-some years old. She doesn't remember the old days of the Depression. Something does not make sense here. True.
She's rich now.
Yeah, she's rich now. Here's the thing, and I'm going to go ahead and say this. She may be 80-something years old, and she may be. I'm sure she remembers the days of the Depression. However,
she don't care.
Now that she's rich, she doesn't care. The money has gotten to her head.
Her authority has gotten.
Her authority also has gotten to her head. This is the problem. You get money, you get power. All of that shit right there goes to your head. All of it goes to your head. All of it. And now you've got people who are in politics who are just fucking stupid. All of them. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and say this, JJ. Nothing in the government makes sense anymore. Nothing. The government can't be trusted.
Our government collapsed.
Our government is no longer the actual government of this country.
It's kind of like when when we first came over here. It's just like that again. Or when white men came over.
What happened? See, here's another thing that I've actually noticed. I was watching a video. I don't remember exactly when, but I do remember parts of it. It was, I do believe, in Australia, I think.
I'd rather live there and get ate by a lion.
Hold on. It was in Australia, I think. They went through and did the same thing of what's happening now. Take away all their guns, yada, 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 be a socialist country. I think since then they've went back to their ways. I'm not sure. God, I'll have to look that up because I don't remember it all.
That's why this happened. The pandemic happened. Remember, Biden's in China's pocket. That's why it happened.
That's true. They did use the pandemic to do what they needed to do. I actually need to be kind of careful what I say here because, YouTube's algorithm doesn't matter if it's protected under the First Amendment or not. They're still going to silence you, which is going to get them sued.
And he'll have another strike.
Yeah, I've already got one strike. I don't want to have any more if I can help it. But yeah, you're right. Trump would have had a huge win over the Democrats, and the Democrats used the pandemic as an excuse to do whatever they needed to do to take control of this country. And that's just in total. That's not even just in the presidency. That's the House and the Senate.
I thought we had one of them.
No, we no longer have the Senate. And we never had control of the House, but we actually lost the Senate. So now the Democrats control the presidency, Democrats control the House, Democrats control the Senate. It is all one-sided, as your brother has pointed out. It is all one-sided, and that is not how this country is supposed to work.
My baby brother's a pretty one.
All one-sided. There's going to be no more freedoms. If we allow this, there's going to be no more.
Ain't much we can do right now.
Oh, there's one big thing we can do. We're just trying to avoid it. That's the thing. But I guarantee you one thing. I've never been in the military. I'm going to go ahead and say that. I've never been in the military. I've tried being in the military. I tried joining every branch. But because of medical reasons, I was not able to. But that's not going to stop me from being on the front lines when it comes to saving this country. I may not be military, but damn it, I am an American, and I will fight to the death to make damn sure that this country remains free. Yeah, yep. Nelly. Oh, it's
It's
Oh.
JJ.
Oh, it's actual.
It's
Fuck.
JJ. I
Oh,
already
fuck.
knew
My
who it
bad,
was.
dude. Shit. I.
Nelly could do a better job.
Yes, she could.
My Nelly could do a better job.
That
She's
dog
smarter.
could do so much
She
better.
She could do so much better. I love that dog.
Ha! I'm not conforming to shit. I'll be an outlaw. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. They're not taking my guns.
We need to come see Nelly soon. I miss Nelly.
Yes. JJ will actually come see you probably here in the next couple of days. Or maybe even tomorrow. I'm not sure.
Hey,
'Cause
JJ.
I don't have anything else to do tomorrow. So, besides grocery shopping and taking my kid to his mother's.
Here's what I gotta say about it.
But
emoji.
we're not gonna conform. We're not gonna allow the government to take over. And if that means we get shunned, then so be it. I'll be an outlaw. I don't give a damn. What, your comment didn't show?
My comment didn't show.
Oh, fuck, it didn't either. What the hell?
Maybe everybody else can see it.
I don't know.
It's a monkey
yeah,
and a dab and a monkey and a monkey.
We're not. Yeah, I'm not gonna comply. I won't. If it's going against my freedoms, I will not comply. I won't. And I actually hope that some part of the Democratic Party is actually watching this. I doubt it, but if they are, I will not comply.
That one worked?
You're not taking my guns.
There we go. That one worked.
You're not taking my guns. You're not going to force me to take a vaccine that was developed in less than a year. Not going to happen. And I will not be silenced either.
I could have figured out who JJ was.
You got to realize that the Democrats, you guys are going up against probably, I'm going to say a really random number here, probably around 200 and something million Americans who are not going to comply to your bullshit. You got to realize there is over 300 million of us here in this country, at least that are registered and known. That's not to mention the ones that are not known. Over there in D.C., I do believe, and that was just a very small portion of the United States and all the people that live in it. You guys were pissed scared over that small of a number. Could you imagine if every single one of us stood up to the government? And the funny thing is, the military is actually sworn to protect the land, right? And they took an oath to protect the Constitution. The Democrats really think that they can control the military? No, they are sworn to protect this land, the Constitution, from threats of foreign and domestic, and that includes the government. Now, I'm not saying that every single person in the military is gonna be like, "Oh yeah, well we're gonna fight for the Constitution." No, they're gonna take orders from Joe Biden and be like, "Oh yeah, well Joe Biden told me to do this." You're gonna have those dumbasses who apparently don't have a brain and can't think for themselves. However, the vast majority of the military takes their oath seriously. The vast majority of cops take their oath seriously.
I was talking to JJ.
Why?
I said, don't mind Corey, he's blonde. Couldn't even figure out who JJ was, and I figured it out a long time ago.
So, anyway, back to it. I hear a lot of these left-wing retards saying, oh, well, you guys will be going up against the military because they're going to be taking orders from Biden. Sure, they'll take orders from Biden so long as it goes with the Constitution. Biden really can't order, at least in a normal circumstance, he really can't order the military to go against the American citizens.
Hell, Blue could probably do a better job than me.
Now, if it was a domestic group such as Antifa, then yes, he can. But he's not going to. He's not going to. So, that's, yeah. So the infringement on the First Amendment is real. I got to witness that firsthand.
Because your job sucks, balls. You gotta come home and cuddle me anyway, so I don't know why you're complaining.
The only thing I'm complaining about is the infringement on my First Amendment right. That's the only thing I'm bitching about.
And they waited until you were sick.
Yep.
Bitches.
Of course. Kick a man while they're down. That's the way the fucking libtards and Dems work. They bring down a person and they kick them while they're down. Makes them feel powerful. Fucking libtards. Damn.
There's my phone doing stupid.
Probably because YouTube's trying to censor me and they're not really having a very good...
No, it's just my interweb on my phone just sucks. Our interweb's gotten worse.
It's because of that furnace. But I don't know about any of you guys, but I'm willing to fight to the death for this American flag. I will fight for our very way of life. I will fight for this book, Constitution, Bill of Rights, anything that makes this country great. I will also be fighting for this as well. And the only way that they're going to be able to take the guns from me is pry them from my cold, dead fingers. They better make sure they'll turn my ass into Swiss cheese before I give up my fucking guns. Not only that, you try to come in here and disrupt my family and hurt them in any way, shape, or form, you are going to meet somebody that you really don't want to. Just saying. But I think other than that, I really don't have very much to say. What are your guys' comments on all of this? I mean, I've seen quite a few comments during the whole conversation. But I want your guys' insight on as well. I want to be able to see your guys' opinion. I want to see, don't be afraid to say whatever you want, because
he's not a pud cake.
I'm not a pud cake, number one. Number two, is your First Amendment right to say whatever you want. And YouTube and TikTok need to realize that my channels are protected under the First Amendment. And if they try to block me, censor me, anything like that, I will have every right to go get a constitutional lawyer and take these people down. So, you guys give me what you guys think about all this.
He's giving you time to talk.
Yep, I'm giving you guys time to talk. So just go ahead and give me your guys' opinion.
Type, it takes people longer to type.
Yeah, I know it takes a little bit of time to type, especially on phones. It's easy for me to type. I got a keyboard right here in front of me.
Hell, Millie and Blue could probably do a better job than Nancy Pelosi and all them.
That is a very good thing right there. Well, I'm going to tell you something. A timeless musical journey.
Yeah.
His name is Joe. Let me tell you something, Joe. Even though you don't have any weapons or anything,
Knives.
you could always use knives. But here's the biggest thing I want you to remember. Okay, I want you to remember that you have Americans that's got your six.
Right now. Your favorite psycho is getting ready to get out of the car. Oh, look, she's going in there.
That's actually a really good question.
Get my husband's car. I dare you.
That's a really good question. That I'm actually kind of wondering that myself, since the Democratic Party now has control of everything. Does that mean that the Republicans have paid time off? Well, that makes me wonder. Getting back to Joe real quick, I want you to know that you do have Americans that got your six. We're not going to let our fellow Americans who don't have really much of means to protect themselves to go down. It's not going to happen. That's not what we're about. My buddy JJ, who's in here, if I didn't have any weapons or he didn't, I'm pretty sure that if it came down to it, he would come up and help protect my family as I would do for his.
That's good. JJ loves me.
That is no problem. No problem at all. You've got, if you've got...
He's here.
Huh?
Asswife's here.
Then you need to get a hold of fucking Larry and get his ass out of here. Get a hold of Larry and be like, hey, I just seen dickhead go into the fucking house. Cops need to come here and search the house now. He's not allowed to be on property. Okay.
Larry.
Yes, JJ, I just realized who you were, because as soon as you mentioned Nelly, I'm like, wait a minute. JJ? JJ, the actual JJ. Oh, see, yep. I felt really stupid right there, buddy. I really did.
JJ, I figured it out as soon as you said hi to me.
See, I didn't figure it out. I feel really fucking retarded right now. But Joe, yeah, it's like I said. If you've got neighbors who are true Americans, patriots, and stuff like that, and you're really good friends with them, or you know them really well, just open up and be like, hey, I fear for my family now. I've invested all this in music equipment, and I don't have really much of any means of protecting my family when it comes to weapons. And I'm pretty sure that if anything were to happen, they would be right there. I would be the same way. If I was your neighbor, I would be the same way. And you came up and you told me that, I'd be like, look, I got you. Don't worry. But yes, JJ, I feel fucking stupid. I really do. Oh, man. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and shut TikTok off because nobody's watching it. TikTok is censoring my ass hard, so I'm just going to go ahead and end it. I'm staying with you guys right now. Yeah, see, they were censoring me hard on that. But JJ, are you doing anything tomorrow? Possibly? What's up?
He's calling Larry.
Who, the neighbor?
Yeah.
Good. That fucker should not be here.
Right, JJ, that was funny. I noticed who it was as soon as you said hi to me. I was waiting to see how long it took him to figure out it was you.
I feel dumb.
Said that I know when it's JJ talking and you don't. And you spent more time with JJ than I have.
Do you realize how many people actually watch my live feeds? I'm just kind of like, okay, who's this? Who's that? Yada yada yada. Yeah.
He looked right at me. He straight up looked at me because I was watching.
Who? That dickhead across the street?
Yeah, he turned and looked real quick and then he ran in the house.
That stupid little prick needs to go away.
He didn't wink at me this time or smile at me.
Well, that's because he knows I've got a 1911. I'm not afraid to use it. But yeah, to anybody who is watching this and you guys don't really have any means of protecting your family because you invested in stuff that's important to you and you fear, a lot of us Americans have your guys' back. We're not going to let you guys go down. We're not. No. That's not how we work. To give you a perfect example, my neighbor, he was looking for shells for his 22. Well, it happens to be that another buddy of mine was selling a box of shells for a 22, and he was like, well, can you hold off until like Thursday when he gets paid? Well, at that point, I had already bought them, and I knew he was looking for them, and I knew that he was running low on money. So what I did is I went ahead and I bought that box for him. He didn't know it, but I bought that box for him. And as soon as I found out he got home, I brought the box in and I said, here you go. Merry Christmas. And he's like, what? I thought you bought it for you. I was like, no. I bought it for you because I know you were running low and you really didn't have the means to do anything.
BS.
BS.
JJ, he just said BS. Bullshit.
I know, but about what?
Probably you not figuring it out. It was him sooner.
Oh.
Now you gotta call and apologize to JJ.
Yes, I know. But, so yeah, I bought that box for him because I knew he was, running low, and he's got a family of his own, and that's just how I work, it's like, whatever. I would do the same thing for really all my friends, really. Oh, okay, it's bullshit. I'm actually surprised I don't have as many viewers tonight as I did last night. Last night I had, 45 in total?
Yeah.
I've only got 3 right now.
I'm not on there now. That's why it took the fourth one off.
I'm actually pretty surprised. You know, normally I have more people than this, but that's probably fucking YouTube's algorithm some more. Taking more shit down because, well, they don't believe in it.
It helps you, JJ. I told him he needed to call and apologize.
JJ, I'll get a hold of you when this is done. I'll actually be done probably here in a few minutes because there's really not much more I can say about what's really going on, except for the fact that, you know, we're being censored even outside of platforms anymore.
Did you make it a full hour? Nope. You were an hour and 35 minutes in yesterday.
I am at an hour and 26 minutes now. But, yeah. Probably. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. The First Amendment infringement is real, even outside the platforms. I mean, I got let go of a job just because of an opinion I had. It's fucking dumb. It's fucking stupid. You know, and the funny thing was, when I was temping this guy, he didn't even have a mask on. He didn't have a mask. The vast majority of those people that work at that place don't wear masks. But, you know, what can you do? What can you do? But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here for the night. And I might do another live stream in the next couple of days. I'm going to definitely try to start doing them regularly every week, at least once a week, unless other things come about, and then I'll hop on here. And then we'll go from there. But anyway, guys, it was nice talking to you guys, and I hope you guys stay safe. And remember, Joe, get to know your neighbor, and all of us true Americans got your back. So don't worry about that. We're not going to let you fall. So anyway, guys, stay patriotic. This country needs us more than ever. I will talk to you guys later.